George Klippel is the Director of Channel Sales for LiveView. He's responsible for managing LiveView's network of online reseller and distributor partners. Prior to joining LiveView, he was a partner and strategic account manager at Avid Technology. Before that, he also served in the United States Marine Corps as a broadcast journalist with Armed Forces Radio and Television Service. Hello, George. Welcome.
Hey, Larry. Thanks for having me.
From Armed Forces Radio to Avid to LiveView, your career seems to mirror the shifts in technology over the last many decades.
It truly has. Going from a tape-based world to a nonlinear world to a streaming world, that's been the course of my career path. And as you said, it's mirrored the shape of technology and the way that it's going today. Absolutely.
Tonight, we're looking at live production. But before we get to LiveView, I appreciate your unique perspective. How has live production evolved, if you look at it back when you started versus what we're doing today?
It's funny that you asked that. I think it's really evolved from the times where you had single camera live shots and satellite trucks to where we are today, where things have really shrunken down from those satellite trucks and single camera shoots to live shots that can be done with systems that use bonded cellular that are the size of units that basically can fit in the palm of your hand. That's really where this entire industry is moving and has moved to, right? Everything that used to be live used to require satellite trucks or online systems that were fairly complex to master and to utilize, to bonded cellular, which is much more easier to use and much more streamlined.
Avid is known as an industry leader in nonlinear post-production. What was it that attracted you from post to live?
When I left Avid, I was really looking for another opportunity to stay closely aligned to this industry. And when I found out about the LiveView opportunity, it still dealt with a lot of the same customers that the folks at Avid were dealing with, the broadcast folks, the post-production people, the people similarly aligned to what people were doing with Avid technology product. They were looking to move and make transitions into the live space, if you will, and LiveView really fit that mark for me, and it was something that I had really wanted to explore and get into and stay aligned with what my background was in. Being around people in post-production, broadcast, television, feature film, and production work, corporate industrial. So those people, same people that were using nonlinear editing systems like Avid or Final Cut or Adobe or what have you, were the same people that were starting to explore and wanting to explore the bounds of doing live production work or even remote or REMI production work.
Tell me about LiveView. Is the company focused more on products or services?
It's a little bit of both. Yeah, we're mainly focused on products. We have products that are field units. Those are the products that are really the encoders. We also have servers. Those products are the decoders, if you will, that receive the signals from the field units. And these field units connect to cameras and take your video and distribute them over IP to these servers. And the servers then distribute those signals back out to your feed via SDI or RTMP, depending on where you're going in the production process.
Your device would connect either to the back of a camera or the equivalent of a video switcher. So I would produce the video and the audio, connect that output into your device. You would then be compressing it and streaming it up to the web and then multicasting it out.
That's correct. Yeah, exactly. Our device really functions in two different ways. It can connect to the output of a single camera or via a switcher, as you mentioned. And then it'll end up going to the server or a cloud server. So you can actually take it to one of our servers, and the server can output SDI, it can output NDI, and then it can also go out RTMP. So it could go out to a Facebook Live if you want, or YouTube, or multiple destinations, depending on what your needs are specifically.
If I wanted to do a multicast so that I go up to your server and then you hit all the users rather than going to Facebook or YouTube, can I do that, or do I need to get a third party like Akamai involved?
No, we absolutely have the ability to do multicast, and you could do that right within the LiveView environment.
So what are some of your newer products?
We just recently announced the LU300 in December, and it just started shipping. and that's our newest HEVC product. It's a small form factor, weighs about a pound, pound and a half, and that's a 4-modem solution that just came out on the market this December. It's the little brother, if you will, of the LU600, which has been on the market for just over a year. It's our second HEVC product, and it's been very, very well received. It's called the LU300.
Who'd be a typical customer?
The typical customer for the LU300 really runs the gamut. It's not only broadcasters are looking at this product, but we see a lot of folks in the education space look at this product, corporate space, as well as the athletic or sports arenas. Do
you have any special programs for education?
We do. We actually have an education initiative that specifically offers bundles, special education pricing, and other things that are really designed to help our education customers get going in this space with the IP delivery of this type of technology. Our goal is to really students be exposed to the technology they're going to see when they get out there in the real world. A lot of journalism programs use our technology. A lot of athletic programs use our technology. So a lot of the schools take advantage of our education initiative, absolutely.
One of the challenges that we have is trying to get a signal out of a crowded space. I do every year a broadcast out of the NAB trade show, which is like massively tech-oriented. How can your device help get in a crowded bandwidth like that?
There's two ways that we're able to do that. The first way is with our new HEVC codec. It allows for the transmission of high-quality video images at about half the bandwidth required for H.264 transmission. So really in a high dense area like the NAB show or CES or other events like that, you're able to transmit down in low internet speed environments down to 1 to 2 megs. You're able to get high 1080 video output using that HEVC codec that I just mentioned. We also have a technology called the LiveU extender, and that is a device that can connect to these different field units that we have that adds additional modems and capacity that allows you to, in those same situations, have a better chance of getting out for your broadcast, and it has a better chance of reaching additional cell towers because it adds additional capacity as well as additional high-frequency antennas. It's called the LiveU extender.
What advice would you give to a producer who's trying to decide whether they want to do a live event or record it and stream it later?
I think the advice I would give them is I would always prefer to go live. Live, captures that moment. It captures the real-time event and gives you the feeling that you can't, really capture again with a VOD type of event, right? It allows users to interact in real time with your guest. It allows you to have that experience in real time, again, that you can't get with a recorded event. And I think that's one of the things that's really exciting about live, especially if you talk about sports, right? But even outside of a sporting event, it's real-time information. If it's a corporate event in particular, you can get the information disseminated out in real time to your constituents. And I think it's reliable today. That's the other key thing. People used to hesitate because of the reliability, and today the reliability of live is something that is really just 100%.